Listen, the way I stand is 5 days ago, I didn't know nothing about Ukraine, and I still know nothing about Ukraine. I'm trying to get my head around what's going on. I'm not going to come out so I know everything that's going on. I think.
Welcome to Three Speech Podcast, episode number 34, whatever it is. 35, number 35. I'm here in the shipping container in a Russian ship that can't dock because it's in a UK port. It's not working. That joke doesn't work because I did it before when we fucked everything up, and it wasn't even a good joke.
It wasn't great the first time.
It wasn't great the first time, but it's still going better. It went better than Putin's invasion of Ukraine. Anyway, I'm here with the Bayesian sensation himself, Mr. NICO YEARWOOD.
Gang.
Yeah, and Mr. Mooch About Town.
Hello.
And in Dubai, we have the Persian of interest himself, straight from the Middle East.
Bergam.
Brap says the 43-year-old.
Zippity zappity zoo.
Zip zap.
It's really echoey. Everyone's going to hear everything I say.
Oh yeah. Well, just like you get on stage. You get on stage every night and shout at people. Are you doing gigs over there?
No, I'm on holiday.
Oh,
Taking time
yeah. But
out
when you
of my
go, when
schedule.
comedians go on holiday, we still do gigs.
No, I was going to, but they told me that if I did gigs, it would jeopardize my future gigs that I've got booked in November. So
All right. Who were you gonna? Were you gonna gig for like a sort of rival outfit or something?
Well, I don't know, just anyone who had gigs. But apparently, if you gig for someone in here who's not Gale, you can't be gig for anyone.
Right.
Oh, really?
Switzerland's a bit like that as well. But anyway, so you're in Dubai.
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, I was going to say. We're talking about how you get into Dubai. So
What were the checks?
because you haven't been vaccinated for anything.
Listen,
You got polio right now, walking around with bendy legs.
Listen, since the start of World War III, there are no checks or balances anywhere. COVID's done. World War III's on now. You just walk straight in.
I love how he's whispering.
Yeah,
as
why
well.
are you embarrassed, Darius? Why are you whispering like having a wank under the fucking sheets with a
I'm
torch?
not whispering. I'm talking normally. It's really
No,
loud.
you're not talking normally. I've heard you talk normally. You're normally like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Look at him trying to talk about nonces in the hotel lobby.
Tell us what your opinions are on
Mohammed.
Mohammed, transgender people. Talk nice and loud now.
And what are your favorite drugs?
Elvance is still great, and Michael Jackson's innocent. So that's where I stand on that.
Do you take Elvance every day?
I'd take it. I didn't take an Alvance yesterday because I wanted to relax, and I relaxed too much, so I took one today. I'm on sparkling
Do you
full.
relax too much? You shit yourself or something?
So you got to take ADHD medication to go on holiday. You can't like sit in a sun lounger unless you've got something to make you focus.
I think I've ruined my brain now. It gives me one.
You ruined your brain.
No.
Oh shit! Oh, just think what the world's
7
lost.
years ago, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember you ever working out like calculus and formulas and stuff. He's frozen. His brain's locked up.
The Dubai government have got him. That
He's just
plant
going to
looks
stay like that for the
growing
rest of
straight
the...
out of his head.
Yeah.
Shall I just poke him over here just
Yeah.
till he comes back?
Till he comes back.
Fully unfree.
There we go.
Yeah. Darius was coming out with some freaky theories about Ukraine invasion.
Well, no,
There's a lot of theories floating
Darius
around,
and,
man.
like Nico. So I was speaking to one of the fans, one of the pod listeners, a guy called Tom from Canada, Welsh guy, very nice lad, and he wanted to talk. He posted the president of Ukraine's picture, and apparently same thing you posted,
Yeah.
that he is part of the
WEF.
WEF. Well, I reckon-
Every political leader, Putin, was not anymore, but was part of the WEF. It's like it's where all the world leaders go and have. It's like, so say you're an insurance salesman and you have this big conference with all the other insurance salesmen and women and
No,
non-binary
but
people.
Schwab wrote the Great Reset book, and he's up to no good.
Yeah, no, but I mean, this isn't related to that, and he's been kicked out. Putin's been kicked out of the World Economic Forum now, and I think people think of this Davos. It's all happening in plain sight. It's not like some sort of conspiracy where they meet in secret. They literally meet in public, and they write what their plans are. They write them down, and some of those plans are pretty nefarious, like moving to a cashless society and not owning anything. But I mean, they're sort of doing it with, not particularly nefarious intentions, but
Yes, sir.
nah.
They know that leads to a pyramid system again, with they control everything at the top.
They're the people in power. Of course, they want a pyramid system with them at the top.
Yeah, so it is. It's not fair for the average person. You will own nothing.
Yeah,
I still want to own shit.
yeah, I want to own stuff as well.
Exactly. So fuck them. I want to own stuff.
But it's
all
got
the
nothing
time.
to do, like all this stuff like, this Zelensky guy was at the World Economic Forum. It's like every single leader, Putin was at the World Economic Forum.
Not
Xi
everyone.
Jinping.
Not everyone was a graduate though.
Yeah, but like, Zelensky's not a graduate of the World Economic Forum.
Yeah,
You
he
think?
is.
No, he's not. He was a
He
comedian.
was. Yeah, he was handpicked and an actor.
No.
Trudeau
Right.
was an actor as well.
Oh God.
All of these guys.
It's like being on Twitter in real life. You know what I mean? He's an act. He's a crisis actor. He's a crisis. Look,
Sandy Hook was fake.
I can see the Matrix. Oh, you don't understand because you haven't spent as long on YouTube as I have. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Hey, Darius, we're taking the piss out of you.
I'm just listen. My take on the Ukraine-Russia thing is. I
Oh
don't
wait,
know
this
what's
should be.
happening.
What's that Frost versus Nixon shit we're gonna get now? What's Darius
Better-
Davies'
better than Leo's. Leo flipping siding with anyone who's flipping got pink hair. Ooh, Ukraine and LGBTQ flag in your fucking bio. Listen, the way I stand is, 5 days ago I didn't know nothing about Ukraine, and I still know nothing about Ukraine. I'm trying to get my head around what's going on. I'm not going to come out so I know everything that's going on. I think.
He looks like he's really scared of me.
This guy is pure comedy.
I think we found the clip for this week.
The internet's spoiling me. But I don't know what's going on. I want to know what's going on. I think it's just a bit strange how suddenly the whole world and the left who are anti-war, but suddenly everyone's suddenly like, yeah, we hate Russia. I mean, I get Russia being invaded. Don't get me wrong.
They don't hate
I was
Russia.
like, what?
Nobody
No,
said
but
they hate
what's
Russia.
Online there are. The people are saying kick all the Russian students out of America. They're calling Russian vodka, pouring it down the drain. But what I'm saying is, like, can someone just tell me the motives for why Putin thought it's necessary to go in there? It's like, I don't understand. My understanding was
NATO provocation.
No, it's this. Well, yeah, I mean that's his sort of reasoning for it. He feels like he's basically gone a bit fucking mad. 22 years in power, completely unfettered power, and he believes he's got a date with history. He's 69 years old. He's like even older than Darius, and like so he thinks. You know, he wants to reunify what he sees as Russia, as the Russian state. So Belarus is in the Russian Federation. It's even more under, it's basically a part of Russia again now. I mean, they're using Belarusian forces to attack in Ukraine and stuff. But Ukraine is looking very to the West. They want to be European. Russian people see themselves as Europe. They effectively are European. It's kind of sad that, like, I mean, I know Russia.
I don't think it's easy to say that for everyone there.
No, not everybody.
It's
but
more
I mean,
complicated
all right,
than that.
75% of the population voted for Zelensky. So they voted for a Western anti-corruption leader over whatever his name is.
Western
Poroshenko
puppet.
or whatever.
Yeah.
No, he's not a puppet.
Listen, no, but here's the thing. Anybody who has 100% rating from the mainstream media, I have I look at them a bit wary, I'm a bit wary of them.
But he didn't have 100% rating before this.
Well,
He's really stepped up to the plate with this, though.
well, the same thing they did with Trudeau and that Jacinda how they're painting them as these heroes and saviors.
Yeah.
I'm a bit like, hang on.
But that's
a
just
minute.
in the Guardian.
Why?
Really.
Why is this?
I don't know.
guy
It's
getting
all,
so much
over
praise,
the memes,
you know?
really. Like once, like if we were at war and Boris was on the front line with a fucking AK-47,
Oh, he'd be a hero.
people would be going batshit crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, some people would be going batshit.
There'll still be some rents
Yeah,
in him.
yeah.
Look at this buffoon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
there'll still be.
I
on
mean,
him,
that's
but
because he'd probably shoot himself in the foot. It'd be fucking like an episode of
it'd
Dad's
be
Army.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Boris at war.
He's got he's got a Russian name. He'd probably be quite good. Just
Yeah.
blend right in.
There's
But
that video of him. There's that video of Boris coming down the abseiling. That would be
On the
him
zip line, the
parasailing
zip line.
into- yeah, him
Imagine that.
parasailing and thing. I tell you what is strange though. All these pictures of Zelensky and all the stuff. They're like, oh, this happened in 2018, or that footage is from a game of Russia. Like, why are they putting out that fake footage?
No, but Darius, you're picking out like, all right, there's trolls sending out stuff, but you do that. You've got troll accounts and you troll stuff, and then people will be like, oh, but that's not true. And it's like, yeah, it's Darius and his troll account.
Leo
so you can't
still-
then be looking at
Leo
other
still
people's
talks
troll
about
accounts.
him winning Scottish Comedian of the Year to this day. Still putting
But
out
what-
that propaganda.
It was
But yeah,
true.
but what
It
I'm saying
happened. It's part of our
But what I'm
shared
saying is
history.
that there's trolling and there's this is from a game and it's being reported worldwide by every major news organization.
It wasn't being reported in-
But this is the sort of thing that happens. Do you know what I mean? That like they'll get a news story, they'll pop it out. It goes like people just want to be. That's just the media being not very thorough.
And like our mate Louis saying, oh, but there's no smartphone footage coming out of this. And I don't know what he's looking at. If you go in the Telegram groups, like there are
but what
hundreds
his point is if
that
you
he's not
compare
on
this-
Telegram and he doesn't see it.
No. He's saying his point is if you compare this to say Iraq, Palestine, Afghanistan, any other major conflict, you don't need to go onto a Telegram
No, but
group
it's-
that you're not over. It's already
it's-
shown you. And he said. So his point was this. He said, Ukraine.
But there's
training
more.
to kill
There's
six-
probably more from
Oh,
the Ukraine crisis than.
Yeah, but hold on 1 second. His point is this. I'm just passing on as an intermediary. He says Ukraine have said they killed 6,000 Russian soldiers. Show me the bodies. Show us. Where's the footage? Show us. So these are the things that are strange. Like,
And then there was that thing
with.
with his soldiers on that island. Then they
Yeah.
turned out to be alive or something.
Yeah, but in the fog of war, nobody like a lot of stuff is confusing.
What was that island called? Snake Island or
Snake Island.
something?
Yeah,
And they all
that's
turned out
pretty
to be
cool.
alive or something like that.
Well, we don't know
Yeah.
yet. They might
No,
be
they have.
alive.
Now the Ukrainians have said they're alive. All I'm saying is I don't know what's happening 5 days ago. I don't know what's happened 5 days now. So I'm not saying.
Should we
I'm
talk
next,
about
I don't
something
know.
we do know that has happened, and talk about because we've got 40 minutes left and we've got a lot of topics to get through. We wanted to talk about Leo and Dom Jolly. We wanted to talk about the City Comedy Club fiasco with a trans audience member.
Yeah.
We wanted to talk about some OnlyFans girl who has made £2 million from pretending she's a giant. And what else do we have?
She puts beans in herself. She
beans in
shows
her-
people her anus.
And there was something else as well, which I forgot to bring along with me, but I will pick up later.
Well, the Adam Riley thing. So it's a shame we don't have the. He took, or he says Instagram took the clip down, but it's a shame, man. It was such a funny.
I have the clip.
Mooch has got the clip.
Because Mooch
Mooch has
saw
got
this
the clip,
coming.
baby.
Oh my god!
And I've got it on my phone, but I will just airdrop it. And
Mooch has got the
fog of
clip.
war doesn't stop. Yeah, the fog of war ain't stopping our clip.
Let's put it in the Telegram groups.
who did I send it to?
Isn't this because you said that the guy didn't want any more heat? So are we giving him more heat by playing this?
I'll be fine.
This guy is at home stressing, and well, then again, our 400 followers might.
I think our followers will be very sympathetic.
I tend to agree as well.
And like also, like Mooch is gonna book him now that he's found out that he's a vile bigot.
Yeah.
And
We actually already had him booked.
You double his bookings.
now he's in pen.
Yeah. Well, no. Look, so just to give an outline, this comic was at a club in the East End called City Comedy Club that runs Thursday, Friday, Saturday, downstairs at a bar. Decent club. The guys who run it actually are decent guys, but I don't think they've handled this amazingly. And he has a joke which we'll listen to in a second, which I don't think is transphobic.
I don't think it's transphobic.
Yeah, it's not. But the joke caused 2 people to stand up and leave the show. And Adam then said, oh, the trannies are leaving, which is very fucked up. And he shouldn't have said that. But as we all know, we say stuff on stage in the heat of the moment and you don't really think it through and it can come out wrong. And I think that was one of what's happened in this case.
Yeah. And I think the problem was that he thought that they weren't transgender. So it would be funny if they weren't transgender and he said that.
Well, no,
but then it turned out that they weren't transgender. So he was actually being genuinely, slightly.
Yeah. Look, it's a little bit better, but it's still.
Yeah.
He's not been transgender, but he's not been transphobic because he thought they weren't transgender. They were good at passing it. They passed in his eyes. So they should be happy with that.
And that's the view from Dubai.
No, I mean, look.
It's the fact that he used the word because if a comic had thought white people are leaving and they said the N-word, he's still be in trouble.
If there were black people there.
But is it as bad? I mean, because I don't think it's as bad.
It's not as bad, but it's
more
still,
affectionate word.
It's like saying it'd be like saying, oh, the fact. Saying.
I don't think it's as bad as that. I think its history is a much more sort of affectionate word than it's not.
I think so too, but it is a slur, and that's where the mistake has happened. But here's my sort of take on this: is when people make mistakes like this, these guys didn't stick around, and they were obviously angry and they went off. And he was mortified, and I've spoken to people who were there performing on the night. He was in bits on stage, apologized for it, said he was going to drop the bit. He was sorry, and he knew that he had a slip of the tongue.
Jesus!
But can I have the bit? Can I have the joke?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said because it's a great joke.
Yeah, let's play it.
Should we play it? I want to get this too loud. How am I going to do this? All right.
Yeah, be careful because I am in Dubai.
Right.
This gets big-headed.
I'm old, yeah, I gotta be honest, but I am very woke. I believe that trans women are women, because otherwise I had sex with 2 men in Thailand.
That's literally the joke.
Yeah, it's just a
good joke.
If anything, that is pro-trans.
100%.
Yeah, if anything, that's pro-trans.
What is it? It says, I believe trans women are real women.
Yeah. Bing. And he apparently on the night I spoke to him and he got applause or whoops from the 2 who walked out. So they obviously thought he was just going to say something to get a clap. They didn't realise there was a joke coming. They didn't know it was a comedy.
Yeah.
But so he got a clap for that bit.
It's homophobic.
It's not even homophobic because if you don't want to sleep with a man,
it's okay to not sleep with a man.
That's absolutely fine.
It's okay to not sleep with men, Darius.
Is it?
Yeah. Just if you don't fuck men doesn't mean you're homophobic.
Yeah. So what have I been doing all this time then?
Don't say that too loud in Dubai. Time and a place, pal. So it's not even homophobic. It's like, cool, I believe trans women are women, hence why I slept with 2 ladyboys. Can you say ladyboys? I don't know. Find out next week whether I've been cancelled or not. But the people who were offended on this night are not just your ordinary people. One is a trans activist model, very, very convincing. He looks amazing.
Whoa, careful!
You're in trouble, Mooch.
Careful.
Yep.
You said
it's a man. No, it's a man. It's a trans man.
Also, it's a
okay.
So born a biological female, transitioned to being a man. It's
okay.
Honestly, it's like getting between laser beams trying to talk about this stuff because you never know where you're
and I generally did not mean to misgender there. It was just a slip of the tongue.
But you did.
But I did.
And now you have to be cancelled.
And these things happen. And the gentleman is Go on.
I looked at this guy's profile. Just want to say he is truly an advert for steroids because he's roided up and he looks fantastic.
Looks cut to... Yeah, looks great. Looks great.
Darius looks like he's transitioning into a plant pot outside a garden centre with that palm tree coming out of his head.
Transition into Groot.
Yeah. So one is a trans activist who is an educator. It goes around schools teaching kids about
indoctrinating, I think is the word.
or whatever. And his partner is is a model with 125,000 followers, and they have been constantly tagging in Adam and just calling out their I think like Mooch says, the sort of nice thing to do, or the more productive thing to do, would just be to speak to Adam, say like, this is a problematic word, this is why it's a problem for us, so please consider that and don't use it in the future, because people have said that to you, like you said it with the use of the word retard, didn't you? He said people have used that as a slur, and if everybody stops using it, then the Down syndrome will leave my child. You can understand it has an impact and stuff, but that's the right way to go about it. I think, and I understood, and then I stopped using it. I think this is just really alienating people, and doxing. Like, they talk about the followers found his job and were sort of putting that out online. Fellow comics or well, we don't want to say it anymore. Fellow comics were saying don't work with this guy because of this slip of a tongue on stage. And then you called out one of the comics. So a comic called him out. He was like, don't work with Adam Riley. And then Mooch shared the post being like, don't work with Harry, what's his name? Harry Wright or something. Don't work with people who instigate pylons. He's a bit of a tool.
But people were calling his job at Cricklewood, B&Q, where he works, and calling him out in the garden.
Bro, Darius, come on. Beat that bit out, man. Beat that bit out. Darius is like, people were calling him out at his job.
On 020-346.
And then going to his house at 213 Pembury Lane.
Yeah.
And then
whose address is that? Because whose address is that?
And then turning at his daughter's school. Clip that bill, man.
All this stuff saying
Darius is a clown, man. Jesus.
You think he's in Dubai? He's untouchable. Where are you staying in Dubai?
Adam Riley doesn't really work at B&Q in Cricklewood.
Oh, really? I don't know.
They probably got
not anymore, that's for sure. There's some poor Adam Riley who's there. He's just been fired. He doesn't even do comedy.
But yeah, they're saying this joke is violence and it's inciting violence, and it's not. Nobody's going to watch that joke, be down the front row of a comedy club and be like, hear that joke and laugh, and then be like, yeah, you know what? We need to round them up. It's ridiculous.
It's a pro-trans joke.
It's a and also the thing that incited violence was when they were like, oh, this guy did it, and tagging him in, and then everybody, man, the threats and the stuff people were saying. People were saying, you should be literally threatening violence against.
The police were called.
Yeah, but against him, not against the people threatening him with violence.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. So the police are called, and it's a police incident for the slur, but all the threats.
Yeah. And the police turned up. They turned up when my car got broken into. The police didn't They barely even answered the phone.
Well, you should have said that someone shouted a slur when they broke into your car.
I should have said, they broke it. Oh, by the way, they misgendered me. They misgendered. They left the wrong pronoun in my car.
Or they stared at me.
Yeah,
sexually.
It touched my arm.
Yeah,
they sent me an unsolicited dick pic.
Jeez, man.
But look, I'm not saying that it's completely unwarranted. I get that they were angry in the moment and they probably didn't want to stick around. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But a lot of the people I've had conversations with are coming up me with arguments that you're not non-binary or a trans person.
I am.
So you can't have an opinion on what is and isn't transphobic, which is mental to me.
Yeah.
Also, you're a comedian. You're not. Listen. My take on this whole situation wasn't. I don't care about the joke. I care about the comedy club going. We're working with the authorities. Whoa! You book someone and now you're gonna you've been trapped them. That's my take. And this. He said the joke. No, but he said the joke, and they could have left quietly, as is their thing, and made their protest, but they didn't. They left and they made a scene, and they got spoken to. If they didn't make a scene leaving, he wouldn't have spoken to them, and he probably wouldn't have used the slur he did. Should he have used the word? No. He's obviously done that by mistake, but it's been blown massively out of proportion. You've got to say either trans people are part of the community and jokes can be made of them and they can make fun of us, etc., or they're completely not allowed to make these jokes. And that's
exactly. That's a great point, Darius. Because if you don't allow yourself to be the butt of a joke, then you're being othered. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Excluded. So by being excluded and saying, "Oh, you can't say this about us," you're no longer part of, the fabric of society in terms of when it comes to making, humor. Humor is something that binds us together.
Yeah, it breaks down the barriers between people.
Unless,
yeah. And also, the other people who don't like people making jokes about them. Dictators like Putin. You won't be able to go into Putin's office and be like, "Hey, how's it going? Short arse or whatever." You know what I mean? He is. He's tiny, 5'4".
Is he?
Yeah, 5'4".
He's quite hard though.
No, he's not. He pays. The people you see him playing judo with are actually they get dwarves, and he wrestles them, so he looks tough.
I heard he's 5'7".
He's 5'7",
and that he rides bears.
Yeah,
tiny bears. They actually use chinchillas.
Yeah, it's capoeiras. What are they?
Capybara. Yeah.
Capybara.
Man, there's this amazing video of a pelican trying to eat a baby capybara. And it's just the baby capybara just standing there while the pelican's trying to eat it. It's so funny.
We also had Dom. Do you want to talk about this?
I just wanted to say with the trans activists, so then she started this campaign. After all that, she started a campaign with a hashtag and everything to stop people doing jokes about transgender people. So the hashtag no jokes on us. Which is a bad hashtag. It should have something about trans or something in there. But it's trying to stop, and it's just this sort of like people aren't going to be horrible and transphobic and stuff on stage, because if they did, people wouldn't laugh, And also, like Nico says, comedy's a place where comedy reduces everybody to the same level. It's not chopping you down. It's making us all equal, and it's removing any pomposity or any It pricks that balloon.
Yeah, to say when that, because you're being mentioned, you're taking it as the butt of the joke. It's not. That's not it. It's like a white comedian can go on stage and do jokes about black culture, and it's fine. You got to look at the intent. Was his intent to belittle trans people? No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
And if anything, as we said, he's saying, I believe trans women are women.
I think we need to be clear on the joke and the off-comment remark, because they're two separate things. If we're talking here about the joke.
Yeah.
But the joke inspired the off-comment, the off-color walkout. Right. So the joke inspired what
and they were all
came after.
They were all complaining about the joke online and saying the joke was bad. The comment was a hate crime and incitement to violence. And we
all agree he shouldn't have said that word, the T word or whatever.
I don't agree. I think he should have said it.
But it's the fact that the joke caused that reaction.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
The other thing is there's a lot of misinformation that's been spread about this already. So I was talking to people and there was his profile was full of transphobic jokes and he's deleted them all.
That's the thing, man.
And then that narrative gets spread. And someone I'm close with who is a non-binary was up in arms and was saying, loads of the jokes were deleted when it wasn't actually. It was the one video clip on there, and it wasn't deleted. It was mass reported, and then Instagram took it down.
Right.
He didn't delete it.
Well, hold on, because as you know, I'm woke, so I've got a genuine trans friend, and they said to me, I keep hearing the other side of this story from the quote tranny community. That's his use of the word, not mine. It seems like the people that walked out were a little sensitive, but that comic was really shit and going for shock jokes. So that is from the. Well, that's from a.
He's not shit.
Impartial.
No, he's a good comedian.
No, I know
He's top 5 in the UK. I got Adam top 5 in the UK.
No, man, he's really sharp. He's really sharp. I've gigged with him before, and he's always very. The thing that he doesn't have that's holding him back is he doesn't have this psychopathic desire to, like, you know, kiss ass and advance his career. If he had that, he'd be doing really well. He's really, like, his stuff. He's got a really great way of seeing the world. Really good mind. I think man, if he keeps going, he's gonna break at some point.
I just want to say that's
in a good
not
way,
my
or
opinion on it.
One way or the other.
That's not my opinion on Adam. That is just a take from someone who's in the trans community.
But they're a former comedian, aren't they?
Yeah. But
yeah, so what the fuck do they know about comedy? They quit.
Oh yeah, but they're not calling him. They're just telling you what they've heard.
They're a trans comedian.
Right.
No,
they're not telling from
anymore.
from the trans grapevine.
Yeah, so that's what they've said.
that sounds like a euphemism.
So they've said that these particular people were pretty sensitive, but the trans community all talk. But I think the thing is, what should also be said is these particularly outraged trans people don't speak for the entire trans community. Yeah, because they've got a large following of 150,000 or whatever, they can.
Do you think they're actually putting too much testosterone into this particular one, and it's giving a bit of roid rage, and he's going around just like, he must be angry about everything?
No, I think they deal with this stuff each day, like where they go into schools and they're talking to kids and they're subject to quite traumatic stuff where kids are being bullied about this stuff. So they see the very worst of it, and when they see so that they're on edge.
Is that why they like to bully people online?
I'm not advocating that. I think that was shocking, and I don't think it is healthy and productive. I think if anything, it's just creating more of a divide and we're not having a conversation.
Yeah, I had a joke one time. I mentioned something. It wasn't even it mentioned them. And one person went on my Instagram and said something about, that's why black people are blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, they're black trans people too. You know what I mean? Like,
it's often this trigger words that people hear and then automatically are on.
But no, they were making fun of the black struggle and say you shouldn't, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, listen, there are a lot of black trans people. So for you to say that shows that you don't really care.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
it's points online. But yeah, so this person has got lots of followers, but I think also maybe this feeds into the whole narrative of like, cool, I'm getting lots of attention from this. I don't know. Maybe that's unfair of me to say, but it's possibly how I feel.
Yeah, everybody wants to be held up aloft on this, like, you know, like there's some figure, like the Zelensky of online comments.
Here's the thing: should we invite that trans person onto the podcast so we could debate and discuss it with them and see?
Not if they got more muscles than us.
We could arm wrestle.
I ain't. Yeah.
No, I think that'd be good. Like if we did it in good faith, and you know, we're clear that, you know, we're not horrible. Well, we might be horrible bigots by some people's standards, but we don't mean to be.
Yeah, I
and
think
we'd have to have security.
I think it's probably best over Zoom. I also think
let's get Adam on.
I don't think that would be the one.
Yeah,
get Adam and
well, just unveil him behind the curtain, like behind here, like Cilla Black.
Yeah,
like. Do you remember this face?
Yes. Well, I think that could be having a conversation about it, because you know,
it could get Adam on, man.
But I don't think anyone wants to do that. If I'm honest,
I want to do it.
Yeah, I don't think any of the parties would be interested in doing it. I don't think that they're gonna.
We could ask.
Well, why don't we do a recreation of it, and I can pretend to be.
You're gonna have to shave a bit of your head.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put a bit more muscle.
No, he'd be the one walking out.
No,
I'd be the one walking.
Okay.
Yeah, Darius would need to like bulk up a bit.
Leo could be Adam.
Start juicing. Yeah, if I didn't have my hair transplant, I could be Adam.
What's happening with the tubes in London?
It's crazy.
They're not working. They don't
But
work.
don't worry, because Sadiq Khan's got a plan to thwart any nuclear war. We're very well prepared, even though this rain can't get the buses on time.
I've heard that you can't put condition in the event of a nuclear holocaust. You should not use conditioner because it can bind radioactive particles to your hair.
Are you serious?
Fine. Yeah, I think the Metro posted that.
Yeah, I had posted that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what?
This is the type of information that we were getting.
I like this idea that, like, you know, life is just going to be normal, but we'll just have a lot of radioactive fallout around us. It's like don't grill prawns, boil them because grilling
I'm
them.
having frizzy hair.
Your hair will be standing up on end.
You'll have, like, after the fallout, you will look exactly like that. There'll be shit growing out your head, like that palm tree that looks like it's growing out of your head now. This is not something that we popped into the things, but it was a crazy story that I've seen. This model, Paulina.
She always messages me on WhatsApp.
She always, once the world's highest paid model, but as she hit her 50s, she says she was suddenly invisible. Now 56, she's leading a new wave of older women taking their place in the spotlight and on the catwalk, flaunting it on Instagram and in her bikini. So this is her. She says she's now invisible, that she's no longer young and nubile, and that there is a prejudice against age, despite being a model and being one of the world's most highly paid models.
Yeah.
During her youth.
So what's her point?
Yeah.
Well, I find it crazy that you can go, okay, cool. While I was young, I can take all the success for looking amazing when I'm young.
Yeah.
But now that I'm a bit older, it's kind of just mad that I think everyone should, like, we need to change how things are going so that I'm still in the spotlight.
She still looks
She
quite
does
good,
look
though.
great
Yeah.
still. But
And I think the thing is, it's about marketing. So, like, because there's like there's going to be women who are a bit older, you know, like her, but still want to stay glamorous and stuff. So she's going to appeal to them.
But age is a part of life, man.
I know
it happens to footballers, to everybody.
Not to Darius, it doesn't. Still 27 years old.
You're hot
27,
for a
baby.
while, and then shit fades away. Just get on with it. You know what I mean? It's part of life.
And that's a life lesson from Mooch right there.
There's Nico.
From Nico, sorry.
You know, at your advance.
Yeah, dude, get the advance in.
get it back.
It's late here.
What time is it?
Well, it's about
5 hours.
10:45.
10:45.
But it's like even acting. You know what I mean? Like, you got a bit where you're like hot property.
Yeah.
And then when that window closes, you gotta realize that, there's gonna be a new star in town
Yeah.
getting all the roles and stuff.
And you're going to be in an advert for Admiral Car Insurance.
Yeah.
Not,
And then
not
you'll
for
have
Tom
nothing. Then
Cruise,
you'll have
though.
pantomime in Southend.
Yeah.
Strictly Come
Hate
Dancing.
Live was in with comic Karen. What's her name?
Karen Dunbar.
Karen Dunbar.
We were
who's,
featured in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a documentary on BBC TV, Scotland
Did you
or
watch
something.
it, Leo?
No, it looked
you wa-
boring. How'd you do it?
I
cancelled
watched it because I was watching it because I was waiting for the airport at the airport. It took ages. The consensus of it was so shit. You got to watch it just to see. So she interviews safe space people, and then she comes to Hate Her Live. And but when you see the safe space comedy, it's some of the driest shit I've ever seen. You just see her. She just see her going, well, I understand they want everyone to be safe. And then she does Hate Her Live, right? And you can see she's terrified to do it. As she comes off stage, she's like, listen, I have to admit, even though what they were saying was wrong, it was much funnier. And then Raoul's on it. I said they have to give a trigger warning before we come on do a bit on it. They have to do a trigger warning.
What was the trigger warning? Just
Because Raoul,
because he called someone Trent.
They showed two suggestions. So the first part is me going, tell us why you hate. And up to this point, they're like, we should be. Oh, one of the guys on it's clearly a paedophile as well, but that's just my opinion.
Man, they all are. Any man who's a safe space guy,
He's wearing a rainbow suit and he looks like such a child collecting paedophile. Anyway,
I want to go into schools and educate the children.
Yeah,
I think I know that guy. He seems nice. Is it like a jumpsuit?
No, it's not him. I know who you're talking about. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's lovely.
It's, anyway, this is the So I say, tell us why you hate poor people who vote Tories. That gets a good laugh. And then I've got tell us why you hate racism, and it's Raoul, and Raoul drops the P bomb in about twice in 20 seconds.
We should probably explain that Raoul is ethnic,
Asian.
Yeah.
AIM, whatever. I don't know. Don't want to get in trouble.
He's not a Spanish footballer. Although he might
Yeah, yeah. He's not a bullfighter.
Yeah.
You okay? Nico?
Anyway, it's good. You should watch for the clip.
You need some Alvance to do.
Nah, I'm good actually. Yeah. I had Alvance 2 days ago.
And it was good.
Did you do your,
Was that when you're doing your taxes?
Yet, Nico?
No, I done my taxes yesterday. So I finished that now. So I had a big celebration. Taxes are over. But I gotta get an accountant this time around.
Oh, mate, just
Oh,
get
fuck.
zero.
When do we have to pay tax?
In 10 minutes.
So I'm gonna
Have you paid it?
No, I haven't paid it, but
Get this is not great for the pod, but get a software called Zero. It connects to your bank account and it just does most of it for you.
yeah, I just signed up for something called Tide.
That's
And they
bank
got
account.
an app as well. They got some app that's gonna,
Help it,
do-
yeah.
do it, help easier. But I still needed an accountant. 'Cause
It's good.
I'm a high net worth indivial now.
There you go.
This says I've
This has
already
got really-
paid, but I haven't.
This
This
has
is
got
great
really
podcasting.
boring.
I just realised because it's like the end of February or something, you have to pay, and like February's a short month, so you think it's like the 26th. You're like, I've
It's
got
the
March,
first of
now,
March,
mate. It's
1st of March.
now, yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, but I know. But like it says to the end of February, but February's a short month.
Yeah, but you missed the deadline.
I know, but I'm saying
You're going to jail.
it says to the end of February, but so it'll be the 26th of February, and you think you've got ages, but you don't. You've got like a day.
It's unacceptable, Leo.
What other topics we got? Because we got a wrap soon. We got 10 minutes. We got 11 minutes.
We've got 11 minutes. Ex-Leeds student, OnlyFans star, makes $2 million pouring beans on herself and pretending to be a giant. Kaya Colbridge, who attended Leeds Beckett University, has gained 80,000 subscribers in less than a year. And I don't understand why.
I had a friend who used to do stuff like this. I told you guys about her already. Like,
No.
people would pay her to smash nails or stomp on cakes or
Yeah.
kick down Lego buildings.
It's a big thing.
Yeah.
There's a word for it, like being
Giantism,
attracted to
gigantism.
Yeah.
giants.
Apparently. So she's earned £2 million.
It's good that society rewards people who, contribute the most.
Well, we're enabling it.
If I was a woman, though, I would start doing that immediately. Immediately.
Well, why don't you
Did you
just do
do
it
a
as a man?
50% discount for Ukraine?
Because women don't pay for that stuff.
But gay men do.
Well,
Are you homophobic?
that's not who I would want my stuff
Yeah.
to.
Well,
you know what I mean?
art is for everyone.
I'm straight, so
Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to do anything gay. You can just show off your bits.
Nah,
Me and Leo thought we'd have an idea. We should have a little competition between the four of us. We all start our own OnlyFans and see who can make the most money in 6 months.
Yeah. I also had the
That's a
idea
good-
of copying exactly what an OnlyFans. This will find out if there really is a gender pay gap, because they say that women get paid less than men. So like, if I copy,
not in sexual stuff.
if I
though.
shut up. If I copy, if I
kidding a bit.
copy exactly what that Beckett's Leeds woman does and do it, and we'll see who gets paid more, me or her.
You could do this.
I think it's Darius.
$5.99 a month, boys.
Terrifying.
Yeah, but you can't see what I'm doing with my hands.
But yeah, just pouring beans on herself. That's all.
I don't know. I think she's got a vag out. But she is stunning.
She's quite nice. She's not bad.
She's
Yeah,
not
but
bad.
the question I asked Mooch is, did she do a 50% discount to help the Ukraine?
I saw that as well. That must be a troll. If you live in Ukraine, I'm doing a bit to help you out by offering a 50% discount on my OnlyFans. Even in these dark times, you can have some happiness. Ukraine, OnlyFans gay boy. They don't have...
I couldn't sign up because I wasn't in the Ukraine. I had to set up a VPN and everything to get hold of that.
I think that must be a troll because it doesn't have his details on there. Or his details on there.
It's in the profile. It's in their bio.
Yeah, you're right. But I can't find their OnlyFans because I would have subscribed for Ukraine.
Yeah, but Mooch, if you were a lady, wouldn't you do that though? Pour stuff on yourself. I would start working.
I don't know. I'd like to think I could do something else if I enjoyed it. Yeah, I wouldn't see a problem with it. But I don't know if I would.
You could keep your normal job and do that on the side.
But
how would you feel if your missus did it?
What?
If it's just pouring beans on her body, yeah, that's fine.
Well, even if you know somebody's getting like an erection watching it.
Yeah. If she's gonna make that kind of money by pouring beans on herself, I'll be like, go for it, baby.
Yeah.
I'll be fucking tearing the cans open.
All right. Would you use Heinz baked beans or own brand beans?
Heinz, he's £2 million. You can afford Heinz 87 varieties.
No, not if it's because that's a lot of beans. So if I remember the 90s when beans went down to like 2p a can and stuff.
I think that was what the 1890s.
Me and Darius weren't born then.
That was the 90s when you were graduating university.
Me and Darius weren't wrong for the 90s beans price point.
2p a can.
So you remember when beans were 2p?
Why is Darius laughing so much?
Because you're talking about beans being 2p, man.
Beans.
Nah, they had a fucking supermarket price war. I'm not making this up. They had a supermarket price war, and beans were 2p a can. And it wasn't that long ago. It was the 90s.
That is 30 years ago.
Leo's so old he calls the radio the wireless.
It doesn't have any wires.
It checks out.
The beans price war.
In 1996, a price war in supermarkets led to baked beans being sold for 5p in Asda, 3p in Tesco, and one shop in Western Supermare was giving customers 2p.
Yeah.
How much were the beans in Waitrose? That's the question.
Don't know. But yeah, that was 1996 when I was 39.
You saw that one when it says Steven Seagal was in Ukraine at the Ukraine border?
Yeah, Darius shared that fake news.
Joe Rogan shared it as well. I was like, come on, Joe.
You're not helping. Joe's got a new, there's a Joe Rogan's comedy club. Has been apparently it's been leaked that the name is going to be Comedy Mothership, and the logo looks god awful.
Let's see.
Oh, really?
So this is a comedy club that like a new one is starting up.
Yeah, so it's going to be at the site of the Ritz in 6th Street, I think. I can't remember. In Austin, yes. And this it looks horrendous, but this is what the logo is going to be.
I'm surprised he's like done it in Microsoft Paint.
Well, it is. I mean, I was on Reddit and people are just
I'm surprised he let Darius do it.
This is all just from a sort of like a planning permission sort of submission for that spot, but it does seem quite Joe Rogan. He's into aliens and stuff like that. He does say the mothership a lot, and it does seem like the sort of design a 50-year-old man would think is cool. But exciting times, wondering what is going to happen over there, wondering what sort of acts he's going to get, and if it's
going to be all his mates, isn't it? Brendan Schwab. Who's that other guy that used to do the thing?
Brendan Schwab isn't in Austin. He's stayed in LA.
Tim Dillon.
Okay. He's still come down for gigs.
Yeah. But I think it'd be interesting to see.
Who's that other guy?
Bert Kreischer, Ari Shafir.
No, the other guy that did a podcast with Schwab.
Oh, Brian Callen.
Yeah, Callen.
Brian Callen, yeah.
Segura.
I love Segura.
Irish Shafir did Hate and Live.
He
Did
did.
he?
He was good.
Yeah,
he's good.
He had no
alright.
filter.
That sounds
Although
like
he-
him.
Although he lost the crowd when we went into Israel.
Yeah.
So we learned.
He didn't
that
lose me,
it's
though.
just a-
I was right there next to him. Be like, yes.
Listen, my internet's gone terrible. I'm going to go. But before I do, please, can you subscribe to the podcast? Please.
I don't think this is the episode to ask for that on.
Actually, this is a fun episode. It's a good episode.
I think it's all right. I just hope that the recording and the sound levels are cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. It's fun. It's interesting. And it's been fun. It's a good podcast.
Yeah.
Last week's was rubbish.
Last week
said it was the best ever.
It's done numbers.
You said it was the best ever.
Oh, no. So, wait. Is that the one?
Oh,
No, it's the
Francis
week
on? That was
before
the good one.
last week was trash.
All the weeks
is that
before
one.
last week.
But the one with Francis was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, we're back on it now, baby. We're back on it.
We're back. When are you back?
On Monday.
Okay.
Back in the
So-
studio.
Are we all back in on next Tuesday?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
I'll bring us a. Does anyone want a present from Dubai? I'll bring something back.
Bring some
And,
saffron.
and I'll bring a prize back for a lucky free speech podcast winner.
Yeah.
What's Dubai known for in terms of
Slavery.
treats?
Saffron.
High class prostitutes.
Is it legal there,
Camels.
prostitution?
No. But, like, there's lots of it goes on.
Sand,
Camels.
oil.
Is it really hot?
Yeah.
No, but what type of food is it? What type of shit you eating? Just
we
Western
had-
food?
It's mainly Icelandic, I think.
Just putrefied
We
herring.
had. I had carp. They took it out of a bath and said "Happy Christmas"
Carp?
to me. I was like, "What the hell?"
Carp.
He's joking. It's a reference to the
okay.
Christmas thing.
That's a really extended callback there.
Yeah,
That is.
to one of the worst episodes we've ever done. Oh shit!
What? What? What did you know?
Dude, you act like fucking
Yeah.
somebody was coming in or some shit. I
yeah.
thought we were about to get murdered.
Yeah, that was like Charlie Hebdo. Charlie Hebdo, that
I thought,
fateful
I
afternoon.
thought the Muslims coming for Leo. I thought.
Oh, I forgot. It doesn't. We can't even see it with Darius there. There we go.
What was it?
What is it? I can't see. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's our
Yeah.
branding, baby.
Our branding.
I want Ambrosia to one day disassociate themselves and disavow us. Here at Ambrosia, we have nothing.
Bring
to do
bring
with
some
free
treats
speech
though,
podcast.
Darius, for real.
Should we see if we can turn Ambrosia into the sort of alt-right dessert?
Bring some baklava.
Baklava's
Would you like-
lovely, yeah.
Would everyone like baklava? I'll bring us baklava back.
Yeah, bring us baklava.
Yeah.
It's too sugary, man, for me.
Well, then I'll have mooches.
Yes, fine.
And I'll have mooches Elvance.
And cigars. They smoke cigars out there.
Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna find some baklava, dip it in chocolate, and then pretend it's a bourbon biscuit.
Doesn't look like a bourbon biscuit, though.
Yeah, they've got the joke one. I don't think they've got cigars. They might have. Do you want me to get you cigars, Nico?
Yeah.
Do you smoke cigars?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
No.
That's the thing with cigars. That's the thing
I
with
think it's more of a
cigars.
shisha place rather than a cigar.
Yeah, but that's the thing with cigars, man. Everybody like, oh, let's have a cigar, and then you have it, and you're like, ah, this is horrible, and I feel dizzy.
Yeah.
Right, if
it's,
they
it's
sell
a-
them, I'll message you. If I
I'm
find
sure they
anything.
do.
But yeah, bring the baklava for sure.
All right, I'll get us baklava, a little treat,
Wonderful.
and one for some lucky listener.
Yeah, that's never going to happen.
It will. If they come to the club, the Yuri never. They come sometimes. They come down. We'll give it to them.
They do. So you're going to just carry some baklava around.
Did we ever
with you.
post the face masks out?
Yeah, everyone got them. I did it all.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and they didn't even say thank you or anything. I was like, that's a waste of time.
That's because COVID's over.
Yeah.
Now they've got the face
Yeah.
mask. They got the face mask. What they need is like a nuclear suit, not a face mask that's. Like,
Yeah, we
protecting
should
against a
think
virus.
ahead. Let's get some hazmat
Yeah.
anti-radiation suits done with Free Speech Pod.
And some nuclear fallout friendly conditioner,
Yeah.
Some
so you
hate
can
and
avoid
live
those
logos on it.
frizzy. Yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah, let's wrap this up.
Should we call that one a day?
Oh wait,
Do you wanna,
March 20th. Me and Leo are filming. Next up recordings, 2 p.m. Top secret. You all have to come. It's gonna be good.
what
Free
day?
booze as well.
I want to host
booze.
it. Let me host it.
Did you
Let
say
me
it's
warm
free
up the
booze?
crowd.
Is it
Yeah,
free
it's
booze?
free booze. Yeah,
Is it free booze?
Yeah, it's free booze.
Let me warm up
sure?
the crowd, guys.
Yeah, if you want. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I'll
It's
get them
free
bubbling.
booze.
Are you sure it's free booze?
It's free booze. Tell
Yes,
everyone it's
it's
free
free
booze.
booze.
They'll come.
And like, it's not on the
free
top.
booze.
It's not on the top secret website. How do you know it's free booze?
Because next
just
up,
says-
give the audience. Next up, give the audience free booze, so they're not rubbish for the filming.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah. And I am in Newcastle, Glasgow, and Edinburgh, April 5th, 6th, and 7th. Click the link in my bio and come see me. Edinburgh, Glasgow, Newcastle, April 5th, 6th, and 7th. See you there, guys.
March
it?
20th. Bye. See you guys.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.